Hi guys, welcome back to the workshop. I'm Nick Reeves, and this video excuse me, is part of a build series that I'm thinking about doing for the Mirus. I did a bit of an unboxing video which I'll put up here. This is a new kit which I'm going to be selling. I say new, it's a re-engineered kit of an old design, designed by Ken Stokes back in the 80s. This isn't going to be at the moment a full in-depth how to build one of these aeroplanes step-by-step guide. It's just a case of an overview of what's involved. The two I've got here is one 25 size and one 40 size. These two are the pre-production kits. There's going to be a few differences between these and the production kits, but I thought I'd show you how it goes together as best I can, and this is the first part of that. So I'll bring you over onto the other camera. So what have we got? Well, the fuselage sides, this is a 25 size and this is a 40 size. Fuselage side, left and right hand, you've got a wing seat doubler which goes at the top. It's flush with the fuselage side and it lines up with the back of the firewall. Always make sure you make a left and a right hand, double and triple check. So once you've got the doublers glued on, I do tend to like to use PVA, and what I've done here just to speed up the process is I've used PVA to glue them down, and I've run a quick bit of super glue down just to hold it in place and clamped as well. So this is now fully dry. The next stage would then be to fit this lower face longeron, but to be able to do that, what we need to do is dry fit the firewall, the aft former, and there will be in the middle here another slot for a centre former. Obviously these are the pre-production ones, that's something that was missed. So if you dry fit them, butt up the 3/16 square balsa to the back of the firewall and having it flush with the slot for the bottom. It'll be the same with the centre section. There's actually a cutout in the former for it to sit in, but it's flush with the cutouts for the tabs for the bottom section that's going to be here. Before gluing this all on, at this point here, if you make a 3/4 cut through the balsa, it makes it a lot easier to bend and follow up this line. And again, for the tail end, keep it lined up with the slots. Do the same on both. As you see, this one's been done, there's no formers in here. And once you're happy that they're all glued in, you can glue in the firewall. I'm doing this wrong-handed. You can glue in the firewall, making sure it's 90 degrees. I prefer to use epoxy for the firewalls. Let that dry at 90 degrees. As I had epoxy spare, I did actually epoxy this former in as well, but again I would have used PVA glue. The next stage now would be to get the wing bolt plates in, centre former that's not in there just yet, and there will be a servo tray to go in here as well. Again, this is another thing that's kind of missed off the original drawings. So yeah, that's how that goes together just now. So that's just a general overview of the fuselage sides as they're going together. There's a few things I need to do now before I can progress this. Need to make up the wing bolt plates for both models because they're a laminate of birch ply. I actually need to refer to the drawings to find out where the centre former is. I need to work out if I need to put a longeron along the back here. What else do I need to do? There's a few other bits and pieces, but I'll carry on working on it and come back to you in a bit. So, we've got the fuselage together, very roughly, as one unit. I'll bring you in just shortly and have a better look. Got to this stage now. it would now be prudent to have the wing ready, because what you need to do now is have the wing to bolt on top, or to sit on top, so you can mark through from underneath where the wing bolt holes are going to go. But as the wing isn't ready yet, it's still gluing over there. I'll come to that in a separate video. This is almost as far as I can get with this fuselage. I've got the 25 size, which I can get to this size as well, this state, and then we can go from there with the build. So, as a little bit of a close-up, wing bolt position, another wing bolt position. There will be a servo tray in here. On the production kits, the servo tray needs to go in before the fuselage are joined, because there'll be a tabbed piece to go in there, but that'll be more self-explanatory. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this particular engine mount yet, because I need to check it against the engine, but the engine mount will go in something like that. Fuel tank. Now, there's lots of different options on fuel tanks. I like these Select Maxi tanks, and this 6-ounce one fits in nicely in the fuselage. It will sit eventually somewhere in there underneath that wing plate, so it's going to be like there. And then you're going to have all of this fuselage space in here for not very much. Tailplane fin, etc. will be on this end. This will all come in together and joined up. So yeah, it's coming together quite nicely. So as I said, don't fit the bottom yet. You need to have the wing to mark out the positions using these holes. So yeah, that's basically the raw fuselage. That's as far as you'd want to go with that just now. This one has got a very slight bend in it, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm actually looking at it. It's not actually a bend, it's a very slight narrowing at the midpoint. Nothing too major. As long as the fin is straight and the tailplane is square to the wing, it's not a problem. What I was looking at, I could actually see that this back end that's going to be brought in isn't straight, but I can make sure that's straight as and when I bring it in. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. If you haven't already subscribed, down here below there's going to be links to where you can buy this kit from. NJR Modelling, check us out on Facebook, or njrmodelling.co.uk. I'm going to carry on trying to get the 25 size to this state. The next video you'll see in this series will be to do with the wings. So until then, I'll catch you later.